Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Collab time, going back up north to Oregon. Portland, right? Is that where they opened? I think so. Portland, Oregon. This is a collab with Brujos and Green Cheek. And this beer is called, I'm going to butcher this, El Loro de Oro? Something of gold? What is Loro? I have no idea. What is Loro? This is a per the label double dry hopped Imperial Hazy India Pale Ale. So it's collaboration with Green Cheek, one of my favorite breweries in the entire world. Brujos, I mean, they make some hype beer, they make some good beer. I've had a couple of their beers, and they've all been hazy beers. So, actually, that's not true. I had a West Coast Triple IPA that was awesome. Beer comes courtesy of my man, Rodrigo. I appreciate you, bro. There's not a lot of information on this can, other than it's 9.3%. It doesn't have a date. I think this was like canned in the last 3 weeks. Green Cheek had posted on their Instagram story about this. And I was like, that's going to be hype. And Rodrigo was like, I got a can for you. And I was like, thanks, bro. So, here we are. Holy smokes, it is hazy. This is Hey Stifler, how's the pale ale? We're using Green Cheek glassware because beer tastes better in proper glassware. Actually, it doesn't look as bad in the glass as it was looking when I was pouring it. I can tell you right now, I can smell that from here. I don't know the hops in this. Like I said, there's not a lot of information. The can art's amazing, but that doesn't tell us the hops, doesn't tell us anything except for that it's 9.3%. And then it's packaged Portland, and it says who the art is by. The art is awesome. So this beer looks like it's kind of going on that orange juice with milk in it, but look at the head. Like I appreciate that there is a little bit of a head that's sticking around. Most of the time when beer is hazy and looks like this, there's no head and it just looks weird in the glass. It doesn't look bad. It's kind of glowing in this bright light, but it's really fucking hazy. Like we're getting towards that hop cum. We're getting close, Brujos. We're getting close. Let's go and smell this thing. This beer smells intensely hoppy still. I don't know the age of this. I think this is between 3 weeks and a month. But this is like really fucking intensely like pulpy orange juice. And it's got a super like forward herbaceous thing. Almost going towards basil. It is very like chopped, like it almost smells minty. It's stone fruity, like peachy. You might be smelling a little bit of the alcohol. I haven't had a big, I mean, I had the one triple IPA from Green Cheek, but that was more like, it didn't have like that intense like hop bite. This has a hop bite still. This tastes like, this smells like when it was fresh, it might have had like that hop burn when you drink it. It almost has like a funk to it too, like a musty thing. I wonder if there's Nelson in this. I don't know. It smells great. Let's go and taste it. Rodrigo, cheers. Thanks, bro. I keep looking at the back of this can like there's going to be some sort of information that just magically appears, but there's not. Yeah, so this beer, I guarantee it, and it was dead fresh, because it has a little bit of it. And I say this with like really crazy, heavily hopped, higher ABV hazy beers. Orange juice after you brush your teeth. That immediately tastes like that. It's not crazy intense, but it's there. So I would guess when this beer was fresh, that was there. It probably had hop burn. This almost goes to that hop burn. I'd mentioned it in another beer. There's like a tongue-numbing hop thing, but it does not go into your chest and doesn't burn. It like, not that it burns your tongue, but it's very like lingering bitterness on your tongue. Just that intense hop saturation. This is very juicy though. This beer's chewy. Tons of just overripe citrus, stone fruit. And it almost has like a melon thing. Like, not cantaloupe, but one of those like melons. Good amount of pithy bitterness on the middle of my tongue. That could be the hop burn, the hop saturation. But finishes fairly dry with a little bit of like, I don't know, sourdough bread sweetness. This is, I mean, other than like it numbing your tongue in the beginning, this is pretty drinkable for almost 10%. This though I mean, I'm only saying this because it's a collaboration with Green Cheek. This doesn't drink like Green Cheek's hazy triple IPAs. Their hazy triple IPAs are more like that vanilla sweetness, not as much as that intense hop saturation. This is just, you could tell it's hopped to shit. It's crazy. Really, really good though. I appreciate something like this because it's not, again, there's some age with this. It's not over the top. It doesn't have that hop burn. It's almost going to that, but it's wildly hoppy, and I like wildly hoppy beer. This recipe in a clear form would probably be pants off for me. That being said, still world-class haze. So really, really good, especially for being almost 10%. It's crazy. So that's El Loro de Oro. This is good stuff. This is still worth trying to trade for at this point because it is still more than intense, even with a few weeks, 3 weeks or a month or whatever it is. So if you have the means to check this one out, absolutely do it. It's good stuff, but you come to expect that from Brujos and Green Cheek, like two really, really good breweries that put out really, really good beer. So did you have this one? Let's talk about it. And that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.